Hello, everybody. This is Steve Yoder. Welcome to week 2 in Legal Studies 457, 557, Business Law for Accountants, here in the spring of 2025 at the UAB Collat School of Business. This week, we are going to be looking at the court system in the United States as a means of resolving disputes, and we're going to be looking at some alternatives to that as well. Let's go ahead and get started. Here was the extra credit question from the first week. Many of you took advantage of this and sent me a Canvas mail message before Sunday night and gave me the answer. And I have added 2 points to your first exam, or will add 2 points to your first exam if you gave me the right answer. Here are about 5 examples of how the court system has stopped, at least temporarily, executive orders by the President of the United States so far in Donald Trump's second administration. The concept being illustrated here is judicial review, the ability of the judicial branch of the United States government to check the work of another branch, in this case the executive branch. This is happening virtually every single day these days here in the spring of 2025. Remember that in each learning module there are several sets of learning activities. We are looking at the second set of learning activities this week, courts and ADR, alternative dispute resolution, and next week we'll be starting our look at contracts. In order to get into court at any level, whether it's the federal level or a state level, 3 things have to be present. The court has to have what's called jurisdiction. In other words, the court has to have been set up to hear the dispute that you want to have resolved. The court has to have venue, which means the court has to be in the proper location. And this is something that can sometimes be chosen. If you want to find a court that is going to be sympathetic to you, you will sometimes be able to choose more than one court, and you will choose the one that is perhaps most likely to decide in your favor. And then the final requirement is standing to sue. You have to be the right person in front of the court. You can't just go in for your neighbor. You have to have standing to sue. Here's your extra credit opportunity for the second week of the course for 2 points added to your first exam by Sunday night, March 30. Send me a Canvas mail message with the right answer to this question. You can Google this. On March 6, 2025, a particular court with jurisdiction was chosen as the venue for a group of plaintiffs to go in and ask the court to stop the Trump administration from freezing payments for federal grants and other programs that had been approved by Congress. Tell me what court was chosen, what venue was chosen for that particular lawsuit. Standing is a third requirement. Here are a couple of examples of standing to sue, or some cases where there was no standing to sue. When there were efforts to strike down the Affordable Care Act, and boy, where there were a lot of efforts to strike that down, but it ultimately is still standing today. Not all of it, but some of it. This particular lawsuit found that the plaintiffs did not have standing to sue. In this case, because what they were suing about was they didn't like the penalty for not having health insurance, and so Congress took that part of the law away and took away any reason for that particular group of plaintiffs to be suing, so they lacked standing. Here's another example. After the 2020 election results, a group of states, red states, Republican states did not like the result, did not like that Joe Biden appeared to be the winner. So they went to the Supreme Court and sued in this case, actually, it was just Texas that sued. And the Supreme Court said, Texas, you have no right to sue on behalf of your neighbors. What are you here for? So another example of standing. There are alternatives to going to the court system. We'll be looking at a number of those, including just good old-fashioned sitting down and negotiating. And there's also something called mediation. Mediation, middle, find the answer in the middle. Finally, here is our calendar. Today is March 24. A group of things have closed and are no longer available, but there are several things due next Sunday night, March 30, and importantly, your CPA client simulations, if you have one in the first learning module. Not all of you do, but if you do have one assigned to you, they have to be completed by Wednesday night, April 2nd. And then our first exam will open on Friday afternoon, April 4 at 5 o'clock. And then that gives you a window of I think it's 70 minutes for the first exam to take the exam sometime between Friday afternoon at 5 and midnight on Sunday, April 6th. So get ready. The first exam covers a lot of material, and you're going to need all that time to be ready for it when you do take it.